Not too bad, buddy, thank you.
Nicky just putting the finishing touches to the hair, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. I love it how Nicky's just always dressed understated. Never wants to take the focus of the band.
Little line of my man, as white as possible, sickly as possible.
Ill as possible with lots of black eyeliner.
Yeah.
Sounds like goths to me.
Sure you'll turn up. I'm sure there's a grown-up looking after you that will ensure you're there. Don't worry.
I don't need looking after. I do everything.
Do you?
Yes. As Lennon said, there's work to be done.
Yeah. Fair enough. Wasn't he grown up for a bassist? Isn't he in control?
I don't know. I fancy. I got a pair of leopard print tights that might make an appearance tonight.
Sure. Fishnets and a basque.
I'm not kidding.
I'm sure you're not kidding.
No, I'm not a big kind of social person, but a gig is like the highlight of my social calendar, honestly. You just don't know. This is why James locks me in a hotel room most of the day.
Oh, it's so unfair. Just let out for a sauna and a swim. Talk maybe perhaps a little bit of the Communist Manifesto.
You can talk to XFM, it won't cause that.
Well, next year, we were going to take a complete year off from gigs, 100%. But we are going to do one, just because I can't bear to watch the Diamond Juba Lee. I mean, how saturated are we by the royal family this year? So there's one gig only next year. Just to avoid seeing for an hour.
And a headmaster just came up to me afterwards and gave me all his leaflets about fighting to save comprehensive schools, and he said, thank you very much for saying something.
Quite right, too.
Do you really love hoovering?
I do indeed.
It says, I love hoovering on Nicky's shirt, and it kind of old-style Manic Street Preachers stencil motif.
It used to be, I will kill myself on Valentine's Day, but...
I love hoovering. This is the change in Nicky Wire over the years.
Well, my wife, for my Valentine's birthday present, my wife bought me one of those new Dyson Hoovers. I don't know if you know about them.
No, don't tell me about
them.
them.
They're fantastic. They're really good.
Are they noisy? Because I hate them.
They are noisy, but you want to see the dust coming up. And you can actually see it. It's really transparent thing.
No. Yeah, one each, because my Vax is okay, but very noisy.
It's a bit awkward to take around, I think.
Yeah, it is a bit.
So you're going to make a night of it, or...?
Well, no, I was hoping to go home tonight, but I've missed the last train. So.
Oh, of course you would have, yeah.
But I've had 2 glasses of red wine tonight, so for me,
that's unusual for you, isn't it?
It's down in my mind.
Oh, God, you don't see me.
We've only had one between us.
Yeah, you see
you knocking those vodkas back.
Oh, don't tell the kids. No, it'll be too late.
You won't be able to do your movie club in this day. That's
no.
That's the final of the BDO. Fine tradition. Not quite what it used to be, but the count against the silverback. Brian Clough for inspiration. Looks like my brother actually. My dad when he's young. So just doing some stuff with. It's like a fucking, there wasn't a lead or anything out of place when Albini was here. Everything was fucking spick and span. There's tarpaulins everywhere. Gonna go in there, I think. More ticks going off the board. Pretty dreadful night last week. Endless arguments about religion and science. And all the malarkey that goes with it. But hey ho. There we go. Soothing powers of Wilco. The paracetamol and an aspirin mixed. Yeah, I applied to go in the Foreign Office when I was in university. Sometimes I'm tempted to stand for that, but my past is so dodgy that I'd never get elected.
Doctor Who. What's this story about you having written a script?
Yeah, I haven't been commissioned or anything. I just wrote a script. I did one for Cracker once. It was called Dead Trees and Traffic Islands, which ended up as a B-side. It's still in my drawer. I never sent it to anyone. And more than likely, the same thing will happen with this. It's just something.
Well, they have these sort of fan fiction things on the internet, don't they? You could upload it and get involved in that odd community of people.
Now, how would I do that, considering it's all written with a pen and a piece of paper? When we were doing the video, I did ask Michael Sheen, because it's kind of based on Dylan Thomas's last days in New York.
Yeah.
So I asked Michael Sheen if he'd be interested in playing Dylan Thomas, and I think he was just, I haven't got a computer or anything, so I guess it's the only option open to me.
Yeah, it's an amazing venue.
Just if I could take that rubber floor home with me, to wake up and bounce up and down.
It really just does bounce.
I never go in the kitchen, except to open a pack of crisps.
And then...
Always happens, but this is from Dan, do you still have an obsession for hoovering? As you mentioned last time you were on the show.
I'm just obsessed with cleanliness. Yes, it's next to godliness.
Last good moment?
Probably the last time I got drunk, which was over 3 years ago. This is a long time ago.
A sad life so far.
Very sad.
It's all the best. Are you planning any...
You said you wanted to sell 26 million copies of your album and then split up.
Well, that didn't come true, did it?
Well, I didn't. And I mean...
That's about these twins who grew up in West Wales and never spoke. They're very strange, and they ended up being in Broadmoor with Peter Sutcliffe and Dennis Nielsen just because they didn't speak. It's a very sad tale.
Is it true?
Yeah, they're called the Silent Twins.
Blimey. But you can't just put somebody in Broadmoor for not talking to
Well,
them.
they did a bit of arson as well.
Oh,
Nothing serious.
Fair enough.
They didn't kill anyone.
I was about to go and like get them out, you know.
No, they didn't kill anyone.
Well, I think then in that case we have to...
How to exercise.
What's the last record you danced to in the nude? Not much of a dancer, but probably in a hotel room in Japan, on my own. Death of a Disco Dancer by the Smiths, maybe.
Okay, so you only dance when you're alone?
Oh yes. I
And in the
never
nude?
dance in public. Never.
Never.
And I'm never in the nude in public either.
Stealing things from Marks and Sparks, that's another sign.
Hotels, I still think.
Do you?
Everything. I nick everything. The paper, the toilet roll.
Have you not drawn out of that yet?
No,
Did you take the
not at all.
shampoo?
Of course I do. Coat hangers, the whole lot.
Corby trouser press?
Maybe not.
No, that's pushing it. That's pushing it.
One actually cracked out in the night. I literally snapped my own tooth.
Just the Ray. It was just really nice to see Ray. We used to have it in Britain, but not like that. Not anymore. It was just beautiful Ray. Really enjoyed it. Like her, yeah. I'd like to live in Japan if they all gave up smoking.